Hello everyone. Welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel, the home for every heart that beats faster whenever Jimin and Jungkook appear in the same frame. Today's topic is one that has been echoing across every corner of social media, the question that millions of fans have quietly, and sometimes loudly, been asking for years. Will Jikook ever confirm their relationship? Will they finally show the world the truth behind their connection? And more importantly, will they end the hate once and for all? For years, the bond between Park Jimin and Jungkook has been one of the most talked about relationships in the K-pop world. From their earliest moments as trainees to becoming global superstars with BTS, their closeness has always been something unique, something different. There's a warmth, a tension, a tenderness that fans have seen countless times on stage, in behind-the-scenes clips, and in the smallest, most unguarded interactions. And yet, amidst all the smiles, laughter, and shy glances, there's also been a storm, one made of speculation, misunderstanding, and at times, hate. The idea that two people could share such an intense and intimate bond has always divided the fandom. Some fans see Jimin and Jungkook as the purest form of love, two souls who simply understand each other beyond words. Others, however, insist that what we see is just friendship, nothing more. But the question remains, if it truly were just friendship, why do their interactions still feel so charged, so emotional, even after all these years? Let's go back for a moment. When BTS first debuted, Jimin and Jungkook were the youngest, always teasing each other, playing around, and relying on one another as they tried to survive the brutal world of K-pop training and fame. Over time, their bond deepened. Jungkook once said Jimin was someone he could always depend on, someone who made him feel at ease. And Jimin? He called Jungkook the person who made him laugh the most, who could read his mood even when he said nothing. Fans remember those quiet hotel vlogs, the playful live streams, the way they'd share earphones or lean close during interviews. Those weren't just random moments. They were glimpses into something far more personal. The comfort and chemistry between them became impossible to ignore. And even when BTS's fame exploded globally, Jimin and Jungkook seemed to carry that same connection with them, the glances, the small touches, the way they naturally gravitated toward each other no matter where they were. But with fame came scrutiny. Suddenly, every interaction was dissected, every glance analyzed. And as fans began to notice patterns, the matching accessories, the shared trips, the quiet moments that slipped through the cracks, so did the rumors. Some people began to call them Jikook, a name that now represents one of the most passionate and loyal fandoms in the world. Yet with that love also came hate. The more Jikook's connection became talked about, the more backlash they faced from people who thought fans were crossing boundaries, reading too much, or even disrespecting BTS's privacy. So, will Jikook ever confirm their relationship? The truth is, confirmation may not come in the way people expect. BTS has always valued privacy, and both Jimin and Jungkook are deeply private individuals. They rarely discuss their personal lives, especially romantic ones. But sometimes, love doesn't need a press release. It doesn't need a label. It simply exists in the way they look at each other, in the way Jungkook instinctively reaches for Jimin when cameras aren't supposed to be watching, in the way Jimin's expression softens whenever Jungkook smiles. The love, whatever form it takes, is there. It's visible in their music too. Jungkook's solo songs like Still With You and My You carry a quiet tenderness, almost like a message left in plain sight. Meanwhile, Jimin's songs like Crazy and Promise reveal vulnerability and yearning. When fans listen closely, it feels like these songs are in conversation with each other, one heart calling out to another across melodies and time. But beyond the romantic possibilities, there's another important part of this story, the hate. Over the years, both Jimin and Jungkook have faced waves of online harassment and false narratives, many of them fueled by jealousy or misunderstanding. Some people pit them against each other, while others try to erase their connection entirely. What these haters don't realize is that Jikook's bond has never been about pleasing the public. It's about surviving together in an industry that demands perfection and punishes emotion. They've always had each other's backs, through every stage of their journey. Imagine being in their position, two young men who grew up in the spotlight, constantly watched, every gesture turned into a headline. To continue to show affection despite all that takes courage. That's what makes Jikook's story so powerful. It's not about labels or speculation, it's about love that endures under pressure, a friendship or maybe more that refuses to fade even when the world is watching. Recently, fans have noticed subtle changes. After years of being more reserved, Jungkook and Jimin have started appearing more relaxed again, especially in their solo activities. When Jungkook mentioned Jimin in interviews, his tone carried genuine affection, the kind that can't be scripted. And Jimin, during his promotions, didn't hesitate to cheer for Jungkook openly. The tension that once made them pull away seems to be easing. It's as if they've decided that they don't owe anyone explanations anymore, that their connection speaks for itself. And that brings us to the final question. Will they show their faces together again soon? Many fans have been longing for a new Jikook moment, a live stream, a photo, or even a small interaction. With BTS members slowly reuniting after military service, the possibility is growing stronger. Imagine the world's reaction when Jimin and Jungkook appear side by side again, two of the most adored people in the world, standing together with quiet pride. It would be a moment that could silence the hate, at least for a while, and remind everyone why Jikook means so much to so many. If there's one thing the Jikook story has taught us, it's that real love doesn't need to be announced. It just needs to be felt. Whether Jimin and Jungkook ever confirm anything doesn't really matter as much as the truth that's already written in their actions. Every laugh they share, every time they protect one another from rumors, every time they choose kindness over drama, that's confirmation enough. And to the fans who've supported them, through the highs and lows, through the hate and the hope, this is your reminder that love like theirs is rare. It's not about whether they're dating, it's about the connection that's inspired millions to believe in something beautiful. Jikook isn't just a ship, it's a symbol of loyalty, care, and emotional honesty in a world that often hides behind facades. So maybe one day when the timing feels right, they'll speak. Maybe they'll laugh about all the speculation and share their truth in their own way. Or maybe they'll keep it private like they always have, choosing to protect something sacred from the noise of the world. Either way, their story will continue not as a rumor, but as a legacy of love, trust, and understanding. As for the hate, it will fade, because love, genuine love, always wins. Every time Jimin smiles at Jungkook across a crowded stage, every time Jungkook subtly looks for Jimin in the audience, every time they choose to show affection despite judgment, they're rewriting what it means to be brave. They're showing the world that love, in all its forms, deserves respect. In the end, whether they confirm their relationship or not, the truth is already there in their eyes, in their actions, in the way their energies align so effortlessly. And when they finally show their faces together again, it won't be about proving something to the world. It will be about two people simply being themselves, free, happy, and unapologetically connected. Because Jikook has never needed words. The world may be waiting for confirmation, but love like theirs doesn't ask for permission to exist. It just is. So as we wait for the day they stand together again, whether on stage, in a photo, or just a quiet moment that slips into the internet like magic, one thing is certain. Jikook will always be real in the hearts of those who have seen their story unfold. And maybe, just maybe, when the hate finally fades and the noise dies down, we'll realize that Jimin and Jungkook have already confirmed what truly matters, that love, in its purest form, doesn't need words to be understood. And as always, thank you, dear ARMYs and Jikook supporters, for staying with us through every smile, every rumor, and every beautiful moment shared between Jimin and Jungkook. No matter what the world says, love like theirs reminds us to stay kind, to stay hopeful, and to believe in connections that go beyond words. If you felt that warmth today, don't forget to leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more stories that touch the heart. Because here, in Jikook Diaries, love is never just a theory, it's a feeling that keeps us connected. Until next time, keep believing, keep loving, and remember, the truth of Jikook lives not in what they say, but in everything they've already shown us.